Hello, I'm Benjamin Dash, partner at Pierson Ferdinand, specializing in intellectual property law and USPTO registered patent attorney licensed in New York, New Jersey, and Florida. And with me today is my friend and colleague, Karkoszka. He's a lawyer, lobbyist, and an MBA graduate and founder of AK Consulting, public affairs and strategic advisory agency working across the globe. So really pleasure to introduce Adrian. Great to see you, Adrian.
Hi, Ben. It's great to see you.
So today, we just want to saying what an amazing opportunity this is to have a connection between an intellectual property attorney in the United States and a lawyer, an advocate in a different country across the Atlantic Ocean in Poland. You're in Warsaw, yes?
Yes, exactly. The capital.
So today I thought we would take just maybe 15 minutes to have an initial conversation about like the EU and Poland and that side of the globe and versus the US, talking around things that we can have mutual interests such as cryptocurrencies, um, the IP that goes with that, and how digital finance is changing rapidly in this new era as we enter 2026 and beyond.
Yeah, sounds perfect. Well, there's a lot of topics between USA and Poland, or USA and European Union to talk about. But I guess cryptocurrency might be first very challenging and very interesting, especially that you are a great expert in that topic. From my side, I will try to compare the situation, the regulatory situation, the regulatory differences between the United States cryptocurrency attitude towards European one.
Yeah, my understanding is the attitude is somewhat different. So what I've been learning, and thank you for saying I'm an expert. I'm in no way really an expert in cryptocurrency. However, I appreciate that. I studied it. I studied intellectual property. But what my sense of the matter is between Europe and US is in the US it's more flexible, less, I guess, less regulation, perhaps. What I'm seeing in Europe is there's this organization called MiCA, and they're maybe possibly regulating cryptocurrency more so in that sphere. But what I could say is from the U.S. perspective, there seems to be significant growth in the cryptocurrency landscape. Um, the Although the U.S. government has not fully adopted cryptocurrency, they have taken some investments in it, and they certainly are part of the advancement of the blockchain and the various cryptocurrencies and how they tie into the energy grid and communications and even transactions and things of that nature. So things are starting to evolve, I believe, and with maybe you could talk about how it's going from the European standpoint. How do you see it moving into the future?
Well, basically, when it goes for European Union, the important fact is the European law is harmonized. The European Union member states are obliged to impose the regulations coming from the European Commission, basically European institutions. And when it goes for cryptocurrency market, the most important legal act is Regulation MICA. For American listeners, the important difference between the directives and the regulations is that the regulation works directly, meaning it's bounding for it's every member state has to follow this regulation straight. It doesn't need implementation in the national's law, but it's part of the legal system across European Union. And MICA, the acronym is from Marketing Crypto Assets Regulation. This act basically is providing for member states the general rules about the cryptocurrency market. What are the conditions, especially for the providers of crypto services, for example, like crypto exchange markets. Um, there is several obligations for these entities involved in the cryptocurrency industry, which has to be um, adopted by these entities. So I think this is a big difference towards USA, where the perspective and the attitude is quite different. I think you can say more about it.
Well said. I mean, you are the expert, my friend. You very well said about the wow, the explaining the European crypto ecosystem. Um, the US is different. You know, there's no real crypto overseeing agency here, and it's all the United States government has its handle in it, and it's dealing with it probably in its own way. From the United States Patent and Trademark Office perspective, which is what I can give most, crypto is patentable. So there's a lot of patents that govern the blockchain, combination of things, blockchain with maybe AI and other really advanced technologies that together create new products and programs, entities that have real world applications. So those can be patented, and anything that is a human invention can be patented, and a human has to be involved in the other copyright and trademark as well, which would be something that kind of is protecting these IP entities because as we are creating crypto every time there's a an expression of art that could be created with these NFTs, meme tokens and coins. Some as used in the heyday they were going for millions of dollars. Not so anymore, but there is
Who knows?
a
Who knows? Maybe the trend will be back.
yes.
Yeah. I agree with you, but there's one important fact that basically cryptocurrency is also very connected with the risk, and European regulation gives quite more security because, for example, startups which are building their own business from the beginning, they know they have to follow the certain rules according to the to scaling their business to building their the whole action plan for the future according to the specific regulations. So this gives some security since still the cryptocurrency is full of frauds, full of danger, especially for the end users.
You're right. It is, and that's why cybersecurity, I think, plays a key role in regulating and maintaining the cryptocurrency world. We can't obviously have chaos, you know, in the dark web and how cryptocurrency used to be used. There has to be, of course, an overseer, and of course we know it's all traceable. So the myth that cryptocurrency is not traceable, no, it's by definition traceable. So that helps governments, I think, maintain security. Then with the cybersecurity and possibly quantum computing and quantum entanglement, putting that into the cryptography, making it more secure is important. So that way, the communications can be really um, truly secure and not privy to hacking and thinking about bank accounts being hacked, things like that. So there's a confluence of ideas that have to come together, but I think now that they are, and this ties into the how we patent it, right? These are non-obvious ideas. So to take like quantum and to add it to crypto, that's a that's just me speaking it, has never been done. So to do that, it's like creating a time machine, almost, not quite. But it's a very big undertaking. So I think that, to talk about it is one thing, but to actually create self-driving cars, which they have done, now we all we need is flying cars, right? And then
Very
God
soon.
knows what else, but in time, right? In time.
Yeah. Yeah, but well,
I
basically,
have I have high hope.
excuse me.
No, I have hopes in technology that it's going to advance in a
Yes,
positive
of
way very
course, of
quickly.
course. Yeah, of course. We have to be hopeful. Well, basically, after what you're saying, I think towards cryptocurrency, USA has the attitude typically American, which is more fuller of freedom than in Europe, uh, which also results in more risk. But the European attitude is more, um, let's say, calmer, more regulated, which can kills the innovations very often, but at the same time, it can secure end users and also the companies, right? So the best way is to find the balance between over-regulating and no regulations at all.
It's that sweet spot, right? It's just kind of the Goldilocks zone, right? You want to hit just enough balance. That's the United States model, really. It's laissez-faire economics, do it, free market with some checks and balances, right? So you can't have everything just running in amok and chaos and let everything. No, you have to have police, you have to have checks and balances, right? Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes,
we're
yes.
in agreement, really. I think our countries agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, not only with that, with many other things, but the problem are countries. I would say the problem both for USA and for European Union are countries which are using cryptocurrency in a wrong purposes, and this can be the danger for the whole market, and it can. Um, Lower the trust in this technology in the future because with total lack of regulatory environment for the cryptocurrency, it is just an invitation to use the technology for simply frauds, for crimes, right? And it happens in countries, especially these ones who are politically oppose both Europe and USA.
Understood. Yeah, there's always going to be crime, fraud, deceit. We have to have checks on balances and police and authority to try to prevent that and adjudicate it when they find it and do the best they can to minimize it as much as possible. Create an environment where it doesn't exist, but obviously keep it shut down. Now, the fact that people are might lose trust in it, that's yet to be seen. It's possible that the system it's too fragile. It's too prone to attack, and we'll see. I think it's a question of if technology can catch up and sort of create the cybersecurity needed to prevent those types of things.
Yeah, cybersecurity is one thing, and the other is that it is a big challenge for lawmakers always to follow the development of the technology, right? Because the moment the law is adopted, the technology is already ahead, and it is really hard to find the right solution for development, and cryptocurrency is a great example, but many others. AI, uh, basically the development of AI is more ahead of the regulations, especially in European Union. Uh, what can you say about the US when it goes, for example, for autonomical cars? Is it somehow regulated?
It is regulated by some government agency. There is the U.S. Agency for Transportation, the DOT, the Department of Transportation. So they're responsible, I guess, is for controlling the safety of vehicles, all motor vehicles, and that includes the self-driving cars, right? That have the AI self-driving capability. Maybe Tesla, maybe some other cars have it now. So they have to make sure that these things don't cause damages and fatalities and hitting people or buildings or things. So so it took a while for these things to actually be adopted and be allowed on the street. There were beta tests and other tests and other guardrails and fences that were set up along the way. However, eventually the technology creeps in. Sometimes it comes in quickly, too quickly, right? And then sometimes it comes in more slowly. And you could look at it from almost any technology, between smartphones and self-driving cars, and there's always a question: is it too much? Is it too fast? Is it causing damage? Is it causing damage this way? Is it causing psychological damage? Right? And there are these questions that come up, and maybe sometimes it's like after the fact. Sometimes when it's like self-driving cars, it's very easy to say, "Oh, that hit someone." That's Now it's not hitting anyone. Now it's okay, fine, it's good now. What's the percentage chance that it might hit someone, right? They look at it with all of these factors, all of these the physics and the probabilities, and they look under the hood and they look at they have all of these tests and regulations that have ISO standards, right? That they have to meet. And once they
Yeah,
meet it,
but
then it goes to the lawmakers and they have to allow it.
sorry for interrupting you, but here's also the risk I see of the potential danger of uh, autonomical cars being simply hacked, which can impact on the safety of its users, right? This is also a big challenge to create a technology which is immune for, maybe not fully immune, but at least secured as much possible for such an event.
I agree. I agree. I have yet to hear of such a scenario happening, but you can imagine
Yeah,
it's
but
possible.
yeah, of course. But 5 years ago, we wouldn't think about autonomical cars. But I think it's
Mhm.
possible. In 5 years, we will be talking about autonomical flying cars, right? So,
I hope so.
yeah.
So yeah, it's these are the issues that have to be out very early on. And to be quite honest with you, Adrian, I don't know that they figured that one out. I hope they did, but maybe not. So we have let's we're gonna have to kind of play it by ear. I think flying cars, you could imagine, we would love that to happen, but think of the regulatory nightmare, right? With
Absolutely.
takeoff and landing, and.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. The moment regulatory works starts, the technology already changed, and you have to write the regulation from the beginning.
Yeah, yeah. It's a game of catch up. We're you know, hurry up and wait. We're constantly catching up with ourselves. Oh, now that's changed and we gotta change it again.
Right.
But
Yes,
hey, possibly, the future is unknown. We still don't know what it will be. But I want to say this has been such a fantastic conversation. I think we explored so much ground here, and we have so much more that we can explore for the future. So I
absolutely.
think stay tuned for next time where we're going to
Yes.
be talking about
Well, especially that
this on another
our two
level.
countries, when it goes for regulations, our two countries are pioneers. USA had the first constitution in the world, Poland had second. So I think we can be also pioneers in the proper regulations in when it goes for new technologies.
Absolutely. 100%. Agreed. All right. Very good. Thank you so much. I look forward to continuing this. I'm learning so much. I've already learned so much from you about the
Likewise.
European Union and how the cryptocurrency is working over there. I didn't realize that. So thank you for teaching me about that. And I look forward to continuing this. This is fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely, absolutely. We have to come up with the next topic and see you soon.
We could do that now or later, up to you. But the topic of my choice would be how does the EU and possibly even specific countries in the EU, how do they think about the future of uh, name, image, and likeness? Let's say I have my own personality is Benjamin Dash. You
Mhm.
are Adrian Karkoszka. And how do we make sure that our name, image, and likeness, so the short stands for, is sort of protected. And what's interesting is that I don't know if you know, but I'm pretty sure Denmark is saying everyone has their own name, image, and likeness, and they own it. They're the first country to do that. So I think that would be an interesting conversation.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
absolutely. Can't wait for that. It's great talking to you, Ben.
Yeah. Great talking to you too.
So, see you next
Take it
time.
easy. Yeah.
Bye bye.
Till next time. Bye.